Hello, this is Ross Marquand. I'm here with Don. Want to say hi to Jimmy, Casey, Steven from the Dead Truth Podcast.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us. It's Casey.
Steven.
Hey.
We're coming in hot. It's a dynamic duo.
Coming in hot. It's Steven and I tonight. Jimmy
we got some drama. Jimmy and Don got fired.
That's right. We let them go.
Yeah. No, they're both feeling under the weather tonight.
Yeah, they're both feeling under the weather. So thoughts and prayers with them. Hope they get better. And hopefully we'll see them next week and talk about the next episode. But tonight we'll be talking about the newest episode 17, Lockdown. Overall, Steven, what did you think about this episode?
I liked it. It was all right. I mean, I did like it, but it's just that these are the last 8, man. They got to bring the heat. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like,
I agree.
I'm expecting solid bangers the whole time, all throughout these 8. I know that's kind of being unrealistic a little bit, but
right. Less story, more action.
Yeah, but it did have a lot of action. I will give it that. It had a good bit of action.
Absolutely. Hey,
I
everyone. Thank you for joining us.
Chase.
Yeah, that was a good scene. That was a good scene. So, yeah, with Jimmy and Don out tonight, and we don't have Kevin backstage. So I'll be running the comments and the videos. So just bear with us tonight.
I'll try to keep up with the comments too.
Okay, all right.
You want me to handle the comment? Try to handle the comments, and then
you go ahead and do that, and I'll keep track of the videos and stuff.
That's one thing I know how to do for sure.
Right. Yeah, overall I agree. I liked it. I like the action, and then there's some nitpicky things I didn't get or I didn't like, and we could get to that once we share some screenshots. So yeah, I got some screenshots to go over tonight, man.
So before we do, I heard that, and I don't want, if you know in the comments, don't say the spoiler, but I heard that, you know how AMC is doing that official auction?
Right.
There you go.
Right.
I heard that they let something slip in that auction that was a spoiler. I didn't see it. Yeah, Dawn's the one that told us, I think.
That's what she was talking about. No, she said something, and we were like, no, don't tell us in the chat. So
yeah, no, I didn't want to know what it was, but apparently they let some kind of prop slip that, you know what I mean?
That's crazy. What if it was like a headstone with Daryl on it or something?
Or like somebody's head in general. Just somebody's head. Barbara said, yeah, it was a death that they spoiled. It
was a death? No way.
So don't tell us what it is. I told Dawn not to tell us what it is.
Yeah. Please don't. No spoilers.
If you want to know, though, you can always go check out that auction. I guess unless they took it off, unless they realized
that it was something
what they had done and took it off real quick.
Do you think it was in those pictures we were looking at? Remember when we?
No, I think they've slowly been adding stuff.
Oh, okay.
I think so.
Okay.
That's the AMC, the AMC official one, not the one that we were talking about in Morrow, Georgia.
Oh, I didn't know AMC. So this is a different one.
Oh yeah, this is AMC official. Yeah, from my understanding,
they're having an auction.
Yeah, they're doing the auction that's got like Lucille, Daryl's, like I think one of Daryl's bikes or something crazy like that. Like they have like some really high dollar stuff, and it's
where's that at?
You can find it, I think, on just like the AMC pages, like their Facebook.
Okay.
Seems like I've seen like Instagram stories and stuff
Okay.
like that.
If anybody in the comments has that, post a link. That's cool.
Yeah,
I didn't know
and
that.
and let me know if I'm mistaken. I'm pretty sure though that
Okay.
there's right now there's that AMC one going, and it's strictly an auction, and then later on they're gonna have that one in Morrow that's not AMC like official, where it's
Right.
gonna
That's what
be.
I thought we were talking about. Okay, I got
That's
you.
what we were talking about.
Okay.
Oh, you meant this time.
Yeah, I thought that's what you
Yeah.
were saying. Okay.
No, apparently it was the official one that
That makes
that
more
spoiled
sense.
it.
Okay.
Could be wrong though. Was it that motorcycle has had a what's that? Does that say 8,000?
$8,000 bid.
Shit,
Wow.
I'm surprised it'll probably go up more and more.
Yeah. Yeah, that seems cheap for a Daryl
Yeah.
motorcycle, right?
Well, there was that guy that had that replica he built. That
Yes,
looked
I got
just
a
like that.
he used to bring it to cons, and I got
Yeah.
a picture on it. He had the poncho
Oh yeah, yeah.
or a replica of the poncho.
Well, this one I'm talking about the newest bike.
Oh, okay.
This guy built it. He used to come through Sonoy all the time, and he ended up selling it. And I mean, he sold it for like I think he sold it for like $9,000, like the
Wow,
replica
a
that he
replica of
built.
it.
Yeah, but it was perfect. It looked just like it.
Wow. That's cool.
So that stuff's gonna go for probably high price tags.
Yep, I can imagine. Oh, so also before we get into the episode, let me show everybody my shirt for tonight.
Oh yeah, Casey's shirt.
Huh? What you think of that?
Classic.
That's a classic shirt. And you know who that is, right, Steven? The
Trying to see.
Michelle.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know if you can tell it's a little dark, but she actually signed it.
Oh sweet.
Yeah. And I think I was showing our Patreon folks in the pre-show. I think this is Mike Mundy.
It
right
looks
here.
like him.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
Yeah. Yeah, it's cool that they've got real walkers.
Yeah, and I think that's the Well Walker right there.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like it's got to be.
Yeah, so I love this shirt, man. So iconic.
I got the classic. Walking Dead comic one on tonight.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, I like that. It looks like panels.
If I'm not mistaken, this was one of the first ones that they put out, like for the comics.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, speaking of famous walkers from old school walkers, guess who was at the viewing party?
Oh, who?
Now I think is it Sonya? Is that her name?
Yes.
Yeah, Sonya.
Like,
Is it Thompson?
Thompson? Yeah.
I think so.
Holy cow, she was there?
Yeah, she was there. I hadn't seen her in forever. You know, she
Right.
worked for.
I think she was early
Atlanta.
seasons, right?
Yeah, but she did a lot of like hero walkers, and
Mm-hmm.
they used her for a lot of promotions and stuff, like
Right.
T-shirts and stuff like that.
Right. And yeah, same with Michelle. You know, she was a walker seasons 1 through 3, I believe. And this is an official AMC shirt. So yeah. So that's, and I know I've never met Sonya, but I know, you know, she's a huge hero walker that, like you said, they use a lot in ads and stuff.
Yeah, she's
That's
old
really
school,
cool.
man.
Oh, Jennifer says you're competing.
Uh-oh.
Shirt off.
Yeah. We might be about evenly matched, but I have a problem.
So do I.
Like, you can ask my wife, like, I don't have places. I'm gonna have to start putting up racks in the garage to store T-shirts. It's bad. Anytime I go somewhere, I want a T-shirt.
Same. I hear you, man. Every con I've been to, I have in every photo op I've done, I have a shirt.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll bring multiple shirts to the same con and change in between.
That's where you got the jump on me, because you're more creative with it. Like, you know what I mean?
I try.
A lot of mine just hang in the closet. I wear the same old shirts a lot of the time anyway. And I'm like, man, I got to start wearing this shirt. like, why did I even get it? You know what I mean?
I know, right? Yeah, same. Yeah, a lot of these are, especially this one. I try not to wear too often because it's got her
Oh,
signature on it. So I don't want
right.
to wash it off. But yeah, that's
But yeah,
awesome.
so we had the first viewing party. It went pretty good.
Okay, cool, man.
It was hopping. There was a lot of people there. We didn't have any actors show up or anything, but I'm hoping for, you know what I mean, for some of them to come. I'm sure some of them will come through. Surely,
Yeah, yeah. I hope so, man. I hope so,
maybe we can get Norman in there. That would be awesome.
dude. That would be crazy.
I
That would
mean,
be
I think
crazy.
they're just like I'm sure they're just scared of him getting swamped. But the thing is like they could bring him in, bring him to the front, and then like me and Monica could call people up by tables to come and get their picture.
That'd probably a better way to do it.
Get that out of the way, and then let him go chill and eat just like everybody else and watch the episode. You know what I mean?
I like that idea. Yeah, because it does become a real crowd. Like when DC and Leah was there, or the
Yeah.
viewing party. Yeah, that way, everybody gets a chance. You know.
Well, see, that was the problem with Lynn was she just kind of showed up. You know what I mean? Like,
Gotcha.
so we didn't have time to even
Gotcha.
plan anything, and even ask her if she was okay with doing that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Because yeah, you can put her in that little like high top by the bar, and
Yeah.
just like you said, have each table come up. That'd be cool,
Right.
man.
Yeah, I'm gonna suggest it. I'm like, man, y'all have to get Norman to come to one. He hadn't been to one.
Right.
Like he's got to show up to one of them.
Right. Carol says if Norman shows up, she wants a text.
I gotcha.
Yes. That's awesome.
No.
In fact, Carol and Melissa were saying they're headed down I believe Alabama to this real famous top 10 haunted house, and Ross is going to be there. Marquand?
Oh wow.
Yeah.
He's gonna be up the road from me at the end of October, kind of at a con in Chattanooga.
Yeah, what date was that?
Let me look it up here because I'm gonna go.
Okay, yeah, I meant to look that up before the show, but I forgot to check a date on that.
Well, I used to be, so I don't know if we got anybody in here watching that is from Chattanooga area, but I used to shy away from conventions in Chattanooga because they didn't have a big scene for like
Gotcha.
fandoms
Like
for
pop culture fandoms and stuff.
right. Like shops, like comic book shops don't do well around here. And I mean, you know what I mean? It's just not the cons weren't very good at first. They had Chandler come one time, but when I saw they announced Ross, I'm definitely
right. Yeah, Carol says it's Leeds, Alabama. It's called the Atrox Factory. And Ben said the 13th and 14th. So yeah, check it out if you're in the area or looking for a good haunted house and want to see a Walking Dead actor.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, that would be.
So is he gonna like take part in any ghost hunting?
Yeah, they weren't sure if he was gonna participate in the haunted house or whatever. Yeah, I don't know.
So that convention I'm talking about in Chattanooga is October 22nd and 23rd.
Okay.
Yeah. And I mean, oh wait, okay, Kyrie's gonna be there too.
Oh,
yeah, Kyrie and Ross.
Okay. Yeah, because that's that weekend we're heading up to Savannah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So that'd be interesting.
Yeah, you'd have a little ways to go to get Chattanooga though.
Yeah, that is. Yeah. It is a good ways.
It'd be a good 6.5 hours.
Still that far? Oh man.
Yeah.
All right, maybe another.
Yeah.
Oh yes, Brent brings up a good point. 25 days till the camp.
Everything's moving so fast. I don't like it. Like
I know, right?
I don't like that we were, I thought that these episodes were going to be on down the road. Don't worry about it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, I got all this time, and then all of a sudden it's like it's Sunday. Oh, shit.
Right. I hear you, man. I hear you.
It's moving fast.
It is. Oh, and speaking of the episode, and we'll get into it in just a minute, but episode 2 was available at the same time this past Sunday. So it looks like they're gonna do all the episodes a week early from now on until we get to the series finale, and then it'll be on Sunday for everyone.
That's the best way to do it.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. To me, that's fair. That way, it keeps the AMC Plus people happy. You know, they're getting episodes early. But it's only right to,
Yeah.
you know, it's a series finale. You know, if it was a season finale, you know, I could see them doing it early. And I can't remember if they've done it in the past. But being the series finale, yeah, definitely everybody should see it all at once, I think.
Yeah, have they had a season finale since they've had AMC Plus? Or has this all been season 11 stretched out?
Oh, maybe I was just thinking like parts.
Well, they may have had some of 10.
Gotcha.
I don't know when AMC Plus started, but I know what you're saying. Yeah, I think they still aired them early.
Right.
And is The Talking Dead, is it airing after Interview with a Vampire?
Oh, I don't know.
Because I mean,
hey,
like,
Jimmy.
That's what I heard. It's airing a little bit later, like 11
after.
Yeah, so remember how it used to be? You'd have The Walking Dead, and then you would have something like The Badlands, and then Talking Dead.
I think they do that to help promote.
Oh yeah, to get,
you know what I mean,
ratings. Oh yeah,
it's kind of cheesy, but I get it.
That's got to be it.
It's got to, because I think now that you mention it, I think they even said there was going to be like a sneak peek into next week's episode during like a commercial break for Interview with a Vampire.
Oh,
so you see what I'm saying? So they're like trying to get you to watch it.
Oh, so it did come on after Interview with a Vampire.
Now I don't know if Talking Dead did, but I'm saying
no. That's what they're saying in the comments here.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it was after Interview with a Vampire, and
that's thanks, Robin.
That sucks because at Nick and Norman's, they didn't know that, and I didn't know it at the time either.
Oh.
And so we were telling people to hang around after the show, that we were going to cut the lights back on, and you know what I mean, you wouldn't be able to order any food or drinks or anything, but they would be airing The Talking Dead because Norman and Greg were going to be on there.
Right.
And nobody knew that it was going to have that show in between, and I had already left at that point, so I don't know what happened.
Start writing.
Yeah.
I hear you, Jennifer. I had to DVR it too because I ain't staying up for that.
I've seen, and that's what made me ask, because I've seen tons of comments. Oh, my bad. I meant to take that off for you, Casey. But yeah, I've seen tons of comments like on posts and stuff that says that I can't stay up that late.
Right. Yeah, that's late for behind the scenes.
Yeah, but you're right. They do that. They have to. That's
you have to. I mean, you know, it's your network. I get it.
No, I mean, they have to be doing it on purpose, is what I'm saying.
Totally.
And it sucks because I see what they're doing and I see why they're doing it. But then again, you want to. I mean, I'm used to coming off of The Walking Dead. I don't even watch it on cable, so I don't know what I'm complaining about. But I'm used to coming off of The Walking Dead, having it fresh in your mind, and watching Talking Dead.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I prefer it that way too. Yeah.
Sometimes I wish we didn't have these streaming services and we could.
You do lose that
experience it all at the same time. And
right.
What's Jimmy talking about here? He's agreeing with us. He's saying that
totally. It's like forcing. Like, I get it from a promotion standpoint because, you know, you're just trying to promote shows on your network. But I don't like if they're trying to do it to pad the numbers. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I liked it when it was Preacher because I loved that show. I liked Preacher.
I never finished that, but yeah, you're right.
That's a good one.
You're right.
But did you ever get into the Badlands?
I watched like half of the first season, but just kind of fell out.
I don't think I ever even watched it.
Yeah, no, I never finished it. So it was interesting.
Yeah, it looked interesting. It looked strange, like the atmosphere,
Right,
like the vehicles and the architecture and all that stuff.
right. Yeah,
So
yeah.
Terry says they loved Preacher and Into the Badlands. Yeah, I liked Preacher a lot. That's one of my favorite comics, though. So I was a little biased going into it,
Mm-hmm.
and I hate that it got canceled. I got
Right.
a lot of people were saying they liked Preacher in the comments. I don't think it got great ratings. It was overlooked big time because that was Seth Rogen, wasn't it? I think so.
As far as
He
writing,
like
or
wrote or directed it or
I,
something.
I think I think so.
And then, not long after, you got the boys that took off like a rocket. You just never know.
Yep. Yep. Well, cool, man. You ready to jump in? I took some screenshots just to kind of kind of flow through our conversation.
Sounds good.
All right, so let's pull that up.
Lockdown.
Yeah, lockdown.
Ain't that relatable? Now, anytime I hear the word lockdown, I just think about the virus that shall not be named.
Right. The pandemic.
Yeah. So, yeah.
So, dude, what'd you think of that intro with all the throwback scenes?
It was pretty cool. You think they're going to do that on every episode? Or you think
They
that's
might,
just
because Judith is narrating, and we are talking to Carol, pre-show, and she thinks, I don't know if she just was thinking that or she heard it from somewhere, but she thinks these next 7 episodes are gonna all start like that. Like Judith will be narrating.
I've heard that too from a few
Okay.
different people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know if they'll show. It'd be cool if they did show a little flashbacks of iconic scenes. Of course, not the same flashbacks, do different.
Right. No, but I thought it was well done how it talked about the different villains, and it showed the governor and
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I thought that was really cool.
The way the scenes they worked it into the story.
Yeah. I know at first I was freaking out because ooh, they're showing Rick. Here we go. I kind of fell for it at first. But no, it was good throwbacks.
Yeah, I like that touch. It was a good touch.
Mm-hmm. So then, it definitely starts off with Daryl and company, and they're getting chased by Hornsby and the Commonwealth soldiers. So, what'd you think about how this first act started?
I liked it. It was good. I liked that they started, which we saw it on the sneak peek, how they said clear. That was like my favorite part.
Right. I know.
But we already knew that was coming.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping every episode has a little kind of throwback phrase in it.
Right.
Something
I do
from
too.
the old days.
I do too.
Somebody gonna drop acclaimed at some point.
That'd be awesome.
But yeah, no, I mean, pretty solid opening.
Yep. And then here's just the Commonwealth soldiers, and it's funny because like this whole episode, because I think this, correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems like this is the most time we're seeing a bunch of the soldiers together, especially in action. And so I'm really getting that stormtrooper vibe. You know how everybody jokes that they're stormtroopers,
and their aim is terrible.
Like a stormtrooper. My wife pointed that out, and I was like, that's hilarious. So not only do they look like stormtroopers, but they have the aim of a stormtrooper.
I mean, I know we'll get to it probably in the screenshots, but when they're shooting at Daryl in that SUV,
right?
They hit every part of that SUV but fucking Daryl.
But Daryl.
Yeah.
And then he's picking them off.
Right? Yeah. You think they're doing it on purpose?
What, like setting up his death, or?
No, I mean like portraying him as kind of playing into the joke.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
That would be pretty cool if they were. I hope they
Right.
come out and say,
That would be funny because Daryl. I mean, I guess I will, because I was gonna say I don't think of Daryl as a sharpshooter, but maybe he is because he had a crossbow all these years. And when you're on limited fire, you really have to have good aim, I would think.
oh,
So
he
maybe,
was using cheats or something.
right? Yeah, that's what I was thinking, right? Like God mode in a video game.
Because that's supposed to be. I mean, I know it's not really armor like the set pieces, but I mean, it's supposed to be armor, right? Or is it just thick foam for real in the storyline?
I don't know, because I was gonna get into that earlier because a lot of stormtroopers were torn apart. So
I know, right?
I don't think the armor is that protective as we thought.
So it's just basically to protect walker bites. I mean,
That's
pretty
what I'm
much
think-
then, right?
That's what I'm guessing.
Like
And
a
that's even
styrofoam.
questionable.
Like not like a styrofoam, but like that stuff. Those keychains that they make that you put your boat keys on?
Oh, gotcha. That
Like-
floats.
Yeah, I feel like it looks like that kind of material.
That's what it looks like. But as we'll see, a lot of these guys got taken down by one walker. You know what I mean?
I know. Yeah, that's true.
It was interesting. For example, this guy, he was the first of a few soldiers that got attacked. And this is where I get into the nitpicky of the episode and how do you get blindsided by a walker?
For real. I mean,
You know what I mean?
I mean, I guess they're firing guns and they got the head piece on, like the helmet. I don't know why I called it a headpiece, but I don't know. Yeah, I mean,
It seemed to happen a lot. Now, I will say, in this particular instance, after they showed this guy and he gets killed, the other guy looks like he's about to get attacked, but it was actually Negan in Whisper outfit. So, in this case, I could see it being a stylistic thing, where you just assume the other soldier's about to get eaten, but then he gets stabbed. But I don't know. This is just one of the things of The Walking Dead. I'm just like, how are you getting blindsided by walkers? And we're not, if that's the case, you wait till the fast zombies show up. It's over for humanity.
You think
know
they're
what I
gonna?
mean?
You think they're gonna show up in this season? Or, I mean, you think they're gonna show up in the series, or are they gonna save them for spinoffs?
They might hint at it. I don't think it's going to be a huge part of the show, but they might hint at it like a cliffhanger.
And it might be a big part of the Rick and Michonne. Or the
Yeah, I
Maggie
could
and
definitely
Negan.
see it in the spin-offs. Yeah, totally.
Yeah,
Totally.
I mean, which that would be a cool way to make them a little different. You know what I
Gotcha.
mean? Set it up like that.
Yeah, yeah. Ben says their armor's motocross protective gear.
Okay, yeah.
That'd be cool. But it
So,
doesn't
it ain't
styrofoam
gonna-
you, like you're saying, though, to me.
Yeah, from what we've seen in this episode, it doesn't protect you too much. I would almost just dress like Lance or something there.
Right. Yeah, and you can see here Lance is leading the crew, and it would just amaze me that his little revolver there, like he's leading the stormtroopers in. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And at first, I was kind of like, that's dumb. But after thinking about it, I guess it just shows his state of mind. Like he's so,
oh, he's off the rocker.
he's off the rocker. He's so lost his mind that he's not even thinking about he could get hurt. He's just trying to get in there and get rid of the, Daryl and company.
Yeah, I'm really, I don't know. I'm liking his character a lot now.
Oh, I do
Like,
too. Yeah, he's making a good villain.
Yeah, like, not liking him, but liking to hate him.
Right. Right. I'm with you because at first, I was like, who is this guy? So
yeah.
Yeah, I like the evolution of him into a full-fledged villain, right?
Yeah, he totally plays unhinged well. I
Yeah,
mean,
he
he's
does. He
just
does.
imagine if you had the governor around still and those two were to link up, man.
Oh, that'd be bad.
Yeah.
That'd be bad. You alluded to the car chase scene, and yeah, that's definitely I like that. I
Yeah,
like that scene.
it took me back to the episode. What was it? Was it Coda? The episode where Rick had the police car was chasing him down,
I think it's
or
been a while.
yeah, they had the whole police car scene.
Mm-hmm.
It reminded me of that. So I mean, at least I don't know. They're getting the aesthetics right
Gotcha.
to bring it back kind of to how it looked. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Cause see how that shot even we're looking at it on the screen there. Seems like they went back to maybe taking the saturation down a little bit.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Making it a little bit more gray.
Yeah. Chrissy says that was a lot of that was shot in Griffin.
Yeah, yeah. So
Very cool.
I don't know. It's just like one of those little back alleys in Griffin. There's so many of them.
Gotcha. But yeah, that was a cool chase scene, and yeah, Daryl, that T-bone, that was awesome. And they showed it like twice, like it was like boom, and then they showed it again, boom. So I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
Nothing big here, but this was just a cool scene, I thought, with this skull here.
Oh, that would make a good like if an artist was to recreate that.
Right? That's a cool shot to me.
Yeah. We gotta let somebody. We gotta send that to somebody. Send it to Spellman or somebody. Spellman,
right? Oh yeah, totally. Or Terry. Terry could do something.
Yeah, Terry. There you go.
Make one of your little 3D art
Yeah.
hybrid things. Oh yeah, that'd be awesome.
There you go, Terry. You gotta do it.
Yep, do it. And then we have the rioting. Some of the Commonwealth folks are wanting Pamela's son, and he's in hiding.
They getting turned up, man.
There they are. Turning on her.
I like it. It reminded me a lot of the comics too, which I really like.
Right. That's cool. That's cool to know because I read all the way up to this part. Because I had read the whole series already up to that part. But then I wanted to take a break and let the show catch up and be surprised. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well,
so that they're being super smart about it. I'll give them that. They're being super smart about like, I don't know. I don't want to give anything away, but changing things enough to where like I have no idea what's going to really happen.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
right.
There's no way to tell from the comics what's going to happen in the end and all that. It's just these little parts, little scenes like this that like they're straight out of the comics.
Right. Thank you, Ben. Sebastian slipped my head.
Oh, what? Did you have a brain freeze?
Yeah, I kept saying Pamela's son.
Spencer.
All right. So, yeah, so the writers actually get into the building and they confront Pamela. What'd you think about this? You think Yumiko's like really believing her, or you think she's just trying to defend her for the good of the Commonwealth?
I don't know. I feel like the good of the Commonwealth, and maybe she's just playing, you know what I mean? Just playing the part.
Right.
Until it comes time to not play the part.
Sure. Yeah, I can see it either way right now.
Because the shit hadn't hit the fan yet. So
right. She really doesn't know all the facts yet.
Right.
because she hasn't talked to the group. So yeah, at this point, I think she's just typical lawyer, right? Whether your client's guilty or not, you're gonna take their side and just try to prove them innocent, and just maybe just keep the rioters from going crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
hopefully.
Terry. Yeah. Oh, good. A lot of people agreeing.
Yeah, I
Playing a
mean,
part. Nice.
she's pulling a Eugene on them.
Right. That's cool. All right. Dude, how about this scene?
Oh, dude, I'd give anything for a Mercer and Negan spinoff.
Right. I hear you, man.
They were amazing together. I mean, their scenes in this episode were some of my favorites anyway.
Right.
Like not theirs specifically together, but their scenes in general.
Right.
And to just have them there together, I mean,
Right.
makes it even better. You got like Iron Man and Captain America. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I thought it was hilarious. And I like how it was a stark contrast to when the first group showed up at the Commonwealth. How they were isolated, and they their interview process, they didn't see Mercer at first, you know what I mean? Like they had to go through the process to get to that point. But Negan, right, he knew Daryl, so he kind of knew what to say to get past it. And so I just thought it was funny, the interview went so different with Negan than with the other members when they first showed up. So much testosterone. Right?
And I agree with Christy here. We need a Negan princess.
Yeah.
So I never thought of that. They'd never actually shared the screen, right?
Mm-hmm. Not in this episode.
But did they? Oh, they have in the past though, right?
Yeah, because they went to the remember they went to that, not auction, but they went to the big gala thing. And she dressed up like a princess.
No,
remember?
I meant Negan and the princess.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, so Negan and the princess, they haven't met, right?
I don't think so. Yeah, because I think Negan was off on his separate group.
Right. Yeah. So I don't think they've met. That's going to be interesting when they meet.
Right. That's funny.
Yeah, we got. That's what everybody's saying in the comments too. They've never met.
Okay, cool.
I thought that. Yeah.
I love this.
Yeah, that reminded me of like, I don't know, the way the kids were like peeking out of the cabinet, and
yeah, that was a little cheap. Yeah.
No, I mean, I thought it was kind of like a suspenseful thriller type. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. Yes. No,
I
agree.
didn't think it was too bad.
No. I agree with the scene. It was suspenseful. It's just it's so funny how in movies,
right?
If you're in a cabinet, why would you leave the one piece? You know what I mean? Like, come on. I just thought it was funny, but no, I love this scene, particularly this shot right here. This is the cool, calculated killer Carol right there. And she was about to take her out. And
I was worried about those kids though. They got stuck with Carol. They got stuck with Carol.
True
and
that.
They about got it.
Especially when she started cooking, right?
Yeah.
She started making cookies. They'd have been in trouble.
You're gonna go pick some flowers,
right? But yeah, that was cool. Yeah, I like to see the return of Killer Carol.
So if I'm not mistaken, I mean that apartment. That's the same apartment building, right? That was in Sonoy.
That Michonne used it for her flashback.
Well, no, I think it's the one, like one of the ones, the one that Stephanie's apartment was in, or not the real Stephanie, the fake one,
the one we were standing in front of, and I was getting those pictures.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The interior, at least, looks like the interior of those lofts up there.
Gotcha.
The door specifically, I don't know if you saw it. It had like rivets on it, like an
Uh-huh.
old school door, and I'm pretty sure that's the way the doors look up there.
Gotcha.
And I
No,
know
I've never been up there.
that's supposed to be like they shot other scenes in those other apartments too, those other lofts. So I don't know if that was one of these scenes, but it looked like the interior of them.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Oh, okay. So it was Stephanie's or the fake Stephanie's apartment. Okay. So it was
Okay.
supposed to be her apartment in the story too, is what? Yeah. Okay. That
Okay.
makes sense.
Stephonies.
Stephanie.
Nice. Nice.
That's one name I can't ever remember. What was her real name?
Her real name, I don't know.
Like the character's real name. You remember?
Mm-mm.
I don't either. I need to make that a trivia question because they said it, but I can never remember that. I can always remember Max, of course, the real Stephanie. But
Right.
there we go. Somebody said Shara.
Oh, that's crazy. Christy said she was across the street, Nick Normans, when they filmed that.
Oh, awesome.
That's crazy. Oh,
Uh,
Shara? Okay.
Christy, was that the day that they had it all like curtained off the balcony? Like it was completely covered. I don't think we said the name right. Is it Shara?
Shara?
She said say it right, guys. I don't know. We might not have it.
She mean it's not Shira.
Shara. Yeah, I don't know.
Is it Shira? Okay.
Shira? Okay.
Princess of Power? That's like
Yeah.
He-Man's sister.
That's right.
Nice. What'd you think about this scene? Oh, Negan opening up to Carol.
It was cool.
Yeah. I thought that was
Any scene with Negan, I was digging this episode.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, even when he's serious, I like to hear him. Oh, Shay cried. Right? It's nice to see Negan open up and be real. Talk about his family and
Speaking of Negan's family.
Yeah.
So I got a hot take here. And I don't know, by the way, y'all, I don't know any spoilers. I have avoided spoilers as far as deaths and stuff like that. And I'm like constantly trying to figure out who's going to die. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like I've totally avoided them, but I have theories. And I don't think Negan's family is going to make it.
Ooh, I wondered that because, in the comics, right? Lori gets shot at the prison with the baby. And because we didn't get that with Lori's death on the show, I totally can see this happening with her. Not that I wanted to.
So here's my theory.
All right.
And I'm going to, there are some aspects of it, not anything to do with the family though, that were in the comics, but it's not, he didn't have this wasn't part of the comics.
Yeah, I didn't think so. I didn't think that part was.
But I think that they're gonna die. And when we get to the final episode, I think they're still gonna do the flash forward thing where Judith is telling the story as an old lady to her grandkids or something, and they're going to show the outside of that cabin that they kept referring to in this episode where Carol was going to kind of banish him to.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to be moved in there and be like a recluse.
Gotcha.
And they're not going to mention so in the comics, they kind of do that. They show a house and they like walk past it and say, they make a reference to Negan without saying it's Negan's house.
Gotcha. Okay.
And they say something about, he don't ever come out or something, or he's never there or something like that. I mean,
can totally see that, dude.
So I got a bad feeling I don't think his family's gonna make it. And plus, what about this? I mean, do y'all? Does anybody feel like these spinoffs are kind of ruined? Like,
That's what who is it? I just saw that. Someone in comments mentioned that about the spin-offs.
because I mean, he would if he's gonna go to New York. But then again, you've got Maggie and Herschel, so I don't know. They
Right.
may leave them behind.
Right.
They may be going there. I don't know anything about the plot. They may be going there for a reason and then coming back, which I'm sure
Mhm.
that'll be the case. It's got to be the case.
Right.
So,
Yep.
I mean, you got to factor that into it. If Maggie's with him, I think little Herschel's safe.
I hope so.
I think he's safe. I don't think he's going anywhere, but I don't think Negan's family's gonna make it, man.
Yeah, I don't think so either, man. I'm with you on that. And I got to see my boy Jerry. So Jerry took over watching the kids, and
Thank God.
I know, right? Yeah, this was a cool little scene. You know, them getting chased down, and you know, I like how he got a couple of those riders, you know, to block for him.
I got worried for him too, though.
Dude, I'm nervous every time I see him.
I mean, let me ask you this, Casey, and you in the comments, were you a little disappointed there wasn't a death in this one?
I kind of was. I was kind of expecting it.
See, I think there kind of should have been.
Yeah, especially right. I think a death would have been like a really good sign. Like, hey,
A shocker too.
eight to go. Here we go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, here we go.
And by no means am I saying it should have been Jerry. I'm just saying a death. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Sure.
To start it off, because not many people would be
A-
expecting that.
A significant death because
Yeah, a
few
significant.
few people got eaten this episode, but we don't know
Mm.
names. Yeah. And Jerry almost blew it right here when he dropped those pine needles.
Yeah.
He's not the most covert guy, but I love him. Oh, what'd you think about the riders are out there and, you know, breaking curfew, and here comes this, you know, the soldiers, and I don't know who this guy is. Have we seen?
That's do we need any new characters?
Oh, I was about to say I don't recall him.
I don't recall him in the past, and do we need him? Like,
Right. Right. But yeah, this was such a just another reminder of like Star Wars, you know. I just got that Star Wars vibe right here, you know.
Not hating on the guy. I just don't.
Right. I
think we need to focus on what we got and like
we've
don't.
already got this many characters, and we gotta,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, there's an endless number of characters right now. We
And I
didn't even see
mean-
Princess this episode, so why are we introducing more folks?
And like they threw his name in there a couple times, so it's not just like he's a
Right, just a background character.
Yeah. Like he would say his name when he was reporting,
Right.
and then when they were calling him on the radio, they would say his name.
Mm-hmm. Yep. But yeah, I just thought this was cool, dude. And when he threatened to like line up, I thought they're about to shoot them, homie. Man, I thought it was over. I was like, what? That's messed up.
Yeah,
But
if
then
it's
they just-
starting.
Yeah, when he said like, let's get him. But yeah, luckily they were just, you know, tear gassing him.
Luckily,
Yeah, because I was like, man, are they about to pull out their guns?
that would have been nuts.
That would have been super nuts. See, if Hornsby was there, I could see that happening.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean? So yeah, this is just talking about the, you know, the walkers were coming out or headed. They said they were like 2 outposts away. You know, they're making a herd of walkers are making their way to the Commonwealth. And this is just one of the scenes they were setting up, and I just thought this was a really cool scene.
That's what I was about to say. Another great shot.
Yeah. A lot of aerial shots this episode. It was really cool.
Well, I love that they captured those shadows too. The shadows.
Yeah.
that,
Totally.
they got
'Cause-
the perfect lighting.
Like, surely this is CGI, right? Like maybe they filmed them in groups and put it all together.
I don't know, man.
That's a lot
Let's
of walkers.
see. I don't know though.
It didn't look fake. You know what I mean? Like from what
It didn't. I think they had some pretty big calls there toward the last
really,
episodes.
that'd be really cool if this is all one shot. I could definitely see them filming it. You know what I mean? Like just film it in groups and then you splice it all together.
So Carol said Victoria was in that shot somewhere. So we'll have to.
Cool.
Next time I see her, I'll ask her.
Okay, very cool.
Because
sunglasses.
Yeah, for real. Like you said, it didn't look like the fake CGI.
Right. It didn't look cheesy like other herd shots have.
Yeah.
And then here's yet another aerial, right? Just like you said with the shadows, it just looks cool.
Yeah, and I love that they're going back to the aerial stuff. If you remember, that was a big part of season 1. You had a lot of aerial shots.
Yeah, another cool shot. What'd you think about Mercer and Rosita's little conversation here? I liked it.
Oh yeah, I'm a huge fan of Mercer. Like I said, any of the scenes in this episode with Mercer and Negan, I liked them all.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we all know where Mercer's going, or I think.
Maybe.
I think Mercer's gonna make it. Since we're talking about deaths, I think Mercer's gonna be one of the ones that makes it.
Okay. Yeah, really good scene here. Because I like how Rosita was like, I help you from a frontline standpoint, but when it comes to being home at the Commonwealth, it's her family first. So.
Right.
Yeah, Carol. Yeah. I like their friendship. I just saw a lot of respect between these two. You know what I mean? Like this was a really cool scene. Like soldiers, brothers in arms. Like I got you, and so that was cool. And I like how he offered. I'll help you get out if you want out.
Yeah.
Thought that was really cool. And speaking of which, yeah, their action scene together. Rescue, attempting to rescue one of these soldiers. I love this scene. What do you think, man? I love the action in this.
I did too.
Yeah.
I did too. I was thinking though, why didn't they approach it like herding them away?
I was thinking the same thing, and I have another screenshot to
Gotcha.
to that point. But you're right. You're in vehicles, you have guns. Why are we so close range? What's going on here? You know what I mean?
like herd them away and then attack.
Right.
Yeah.
I agree. Sometimes their tactics get a little like this. The reason why they went out there, right, was to help these guys. What are these guys doing? How do they tip over their Jeep, man?
Was the horde even to them at that point? It doesn't look like it. Look like that's
what I'm saying.
Like some stormtrooper shit, man. It's like on the speed bikes.
Right.
It's like on the speed bike.
Right, because correct me if I'm wrong, they never showed why they tipped over, right? It's not like
not that I remember.
And I'm just like, what is going on? You're just right along and like I don't get it, man. I don't get it. They're slow moving walkers. It's not like you were driving and like, oh man, I almost hit one. Like, you would have seen them coming a mile away. Like, what's going on here?
And you're in a big ass field. Like, I don't see any like stumps or anything around.
Right.
Like,
that's what I'm saying. And it's kind of a hill, but come on.
They was out there doing donuts and just flying out.
I just don't even know. Yeah.
Chrissy said they dodged a walker and lost control with a laughy face. But that's the thing is, it looks like the walkers, they hadn't got to them yet. Like this happened you know what I mean? This is pre-show.
Exactly. Dude, I don't know. I was just like, what happened?
They were tailgating before the big event.
Right.
They got drunk and they flipped the Jeep, man.
That's more believable.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I say they were trying to rescue those soldiers. Dude, this was a cool scene, man.
Oh man, my 4-year-old walked in the room.
Oh no!
As this was happening.
Oh no!
He was
Oh,
like,
I love this. Ben
what are
said,
they doing?
Trooper tug of war.
Yeah.
But what? He walked in, dude.
He walked in, his face was just like death, and he was just like, what are they doing?
Oops.
Which he sees The Walking Dead a lot. He don't get
Sure.
freaked out by
Oh,
it.
that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Trooper on a half shell. Yeah, that was crazy. And it was the second guy that got ripped in half. You know, there was one earlier in the episode.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so I really like that they're going back to the, you know, this reminds me of like Dawn of the Dead. And
Oh, it does.
You know what I mean? Just ripping, and yeah, it's nice to see them going back to that.
The sheer force in numbers.
Right.
So it's not that the walkers are particularly strong, but you just got so many of them that are, you know, they've got their grasp on you and ripping you. And that's very Night of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead, like you said.
Yep. I love that. And back to practical effects, you know, I really like that.
Yeah, that was nice.
But I will say, did you think it was odd Mercer pulling up and trying to pull him? Like, I almost thought it was
yes.
like
that's what Monica kept saying. She was like, just let go, man. Like, he's gone.
Yeah. So yeah, I thought it was
he was probably thinking, but wait, he's got the armor on. He'll be fine.
Or will he? And here's what we were talking about, herding them away.
Yeah, I noticed that. So yeah, when they pulled off, they kind of followed them.
Yeah, I thought this was a really cool scene. Yeah, you can see them start to divide right here. And to me, that should have been a tactic, right? Because this whole series, we see walkers being led by gunshots. And so if you have a Jeep and you can just shoot in the air every once in a while and get them to go.
I mean, the Whisperers did it with just the skin of walkers. Like you could do all the stuff you have at your disposal.
And didn't the group do it one time?
Oh yeah, they've herded them too.
Yeah, and they were on foot,
right?
Like, so I guess, do you think they're kind of doing this on purpose just to show
that
the delusion?
Cocky?
Yeah, that they're cocky, they're delusional when it comes to the actual awareness of these walkers. You know, they're kind of in their safe zone. They're in their bubble.
Now that you just brought that up, it dawned on me when you said that. I mean, that's got to be what they're doing. I mean, that makes good sense. That's cool. Like, you know, they've been in control for so long and they have all this firepower. They think they can just rush in.
Right. Whereas Rick and Daryl, you know, that group, the group of survivors we're used to,
they had to work with the resources.
They've been in it, you know, hand and fist. So maybe that's what they're trying to just show, you know. I didn't think about that till just now. Maybe that's what's going on.
And maybe that was the whole point of when they did pull off, it showing them, following them, pretty much telling the viewer that, hey, they could have just heard.
It could have been done, right?
Yeah.
That's a good point. Yeah. There you go, Ben. Right. Commonwealth's never been tested.
Right.
So yeah, I totally think that's what's going on here.
So we already know that, like we were saying, Alexandria and, you know, the gang before, they had to work with their resources. So even though Commonwealth has all this stuff at their disposal, doesn't necessarily mean that they're ready to throw down.
Right.
With our people, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, totally. And maybe it goes back to why that Jeep was turned over. Maybe they were just goofing off. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's cool. All right, we got a few more screenshots, and we're wrapping up the episode. Man, what'd you think about this scene when he comes back and Her
I don't know,
Pamela's reaction.
I
She
just
was
thought it was funny that like he just kept his shirt like that, like
right,
the whole time.
right. Dude, she smacked the crap out of him.
Oh man, she smacked his face off his face.
I kind of felt bad for him, you know. He's like, "This is why I didn't want to come."
Yeah,
So, yeah, I actually had a little bit of sympathy for
I
him.
did too, surprisingly.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think what he's done is right. Um, but I definitely am starting to see him more of this cocky, spoiled brat looking for his mother's attention, right?
Mm.
So not justifying what he's done, but starting to see his angle or where he's coming from.
He doesn't know
Barb,
he doesn't know any different, you know?
right. Barb said no no sympathy.
Yeah, I'm not gonna give him too much. Don't worry.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like I said, I can't, you don't forget what he's actually done, right? Because yeah, I don't know if we mentioned this earlier, but the writers, right? They're the reason why they want him is because that list is it got out, right? Remember how the
Yeah.
last episode ended? It alluded that he's been using people and killing people, so yeah, totally wrong there. He definitely needs to pay for what he's done.
It's like Spencer when they came to Alexandria.
Right. In fact,
Oh wait, it says that's what Ben just said.
that's what
Yeah.
Ben just said. Yeah, yeah. You guys are on the same lane. Yep. Yep. Yes, Destiny. Totally agree.
Oh, there's no doubt about that.
Totally. Totally. Oh, so this is leading into that big ambush they set up at the end. I just thought this was a really cool walker.
That was a cool walker. And why do I feel like that's an homage to some horror like Hellraiser or something like that? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it gave me I'm a huge Freddy Krueger fan.
Yeah.
So it gave me Freddy Krueger vibes when
Wait.
remember
is that the Freddy Krueger walker? Because there was one that they used pretty much the face sculpt. I saw a behind the scenes picture from this episode. I think it was this episode.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And they used like the face sculpt from a Freddy Krueger.
Oh, nice
mold and made the walker head out of it.
I was thinking more one of his victims because one of his victims he controlled like a puppet and then he cut the strings and they fell like off a building. That was the kind of vibe I got for that one. But I can see Hellraiser. Yeah, the chains. Totally.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was a cool shot though.
Yeah, puppet walker. Yeah, see, I like that. Okay, Terry mentioned there was a sweater.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the.
It looks like stripes. Okay.
Yeah, I saw a behind the scenes picture of this walker in the light.
Oh.
And he's got the sweater. I think it's this walker. He's got the sweater and the face sculpt. It's Freddy, dude.
Okay. Carol says it could be a different one.
Oh, it's a different walker. Okay. It may be in the second episode then.
Okay. I'm about to look that up. That's awesome. I love throwback walkers.
Yeah. When they did the one from Dawn of the Dead, they've done quite a few.
Yeah. This walker was so cool, man. And then final shot. This is how the episode ended. Dude, how twisted is this boy?
Yeah, when I saw that, I looked at Monica. I said, "Oh, he likes that shit."
Right? Dude.
Amazing performance. Good performance.
Right. He's creepy. Why do you think he's smiling? Do you think he's got the upper hand somewhere? Do you think he's got his troopers just outside? What?
Well, we still don't know what's going down like with Oceanside and back at Alexandria.
True.
You know what I mean?
True.
We have no idea what's going down back at those places right now.
True.
So,
yeah, Jennifer, Two-Face.
Definitely. Somebody brought that up at the beginning when he first flipped the coin, and it
Yes.
like, but now it's like they're playing into it big time. I get Two-Face vibes from him too, and then he's got the scar now on one
Yep.
face.
Yep. Ben says he likes his hair pulled.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's twisted, man. That boy, he's cray 100%. Man. Carol, you're right. He's got something up his sleeve.
Yeah.
I agree. I want to know what it is.
Because there was no reference at all in this episode, right? To like,
I didn't think so.
Because we remember the last we saw of Oceanside and Alexandria, and was it the Hilltop too? What was left of the Hilltop? No, it was gone,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, it was all, I think it was all burnt up.
Okay.
But yeah, I just thought of this actually. So it's interesting that in the beginning of this episode, he's out of his mind. He's going after them with his revolver, in front of the stormtroopers or Commonwealth soldiers, who have the machine guns. And then now it ends with him calculated, right? So it's kind of crazy, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's got something to do with, like I said, Oceanside and Alexandria.
Yeah.
He's got something brewing there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. So we'll see, man. We'll see.
When are you going to watch the next episode? Are you going to watch it?
I don't know. We were talking about that with Melissa and Carol before the show. I might watch them all a week early up until the camp, because the camp is gonna air the episode and have a viewing party there. So yeah, I'll probably watch it soon.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna hold off or not. I kind of want to go ahead and start it, but I like waiting like until a day or right before the podcast. That way it's fresh in my head.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
And I think me and you both may have in the past when we were watching them early. I definitely have to watch my mouth, because I'll bring up something that happened in the episode that hadn't aired on cable yet. Not even thinking about it.
Yep. Yeah. Sometimes I cannot words, and so
yeah.
Oh, thank you, Barbara. Appreciate it. Yeah. Hopefully Don, thanks. Jimmy are feeling better, and we'll be back with us. So yeah, Steven, you have anything to say before we wrap things up, man?
No, thanks everybody for still tuning in and listening to me and Casey just ramble along with each other.
Yeah, thank y'all so much. I hope y'all like the screenshots. Let us know in the comments if it's a good thing, bad things, that slow things down. I'm a visual person. Oh, cool.
Yeah, I love it. I think it's a good way to keep us focused too. That way we're not jumping from like the beginning of the episode to the end of the episode and then back to another. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I tried to keep the pictures in order, but then when things are related, I will drag and drop them, so that way we're not jumping back and forth too much. But yeah, definitely, guys, let us know in the comments what you think. And yeah, thanks, Steven. I definitely like to have visual references as we go through this, especially when there's cool shots, even if it's just something that looks cool.
And see, I'm jealous because you do it through YouTube, right?
Yeah, I do through YouTube TV.
Because on AMC Plus, on my AMC Plus, they won't let me do screenshots.
Really? From your phone?
Yeah, it'll black it out.
I think it might be your phone doing it.
I don't know. Monica tried it too.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, we were like trying to get shots of my scene from Tales, and we tried to do it in the past, and Disney does it too.
Okay, so then it's the app. Yeah. It's the digital rights. Okay. Mm-hmm. I'm actually shocked YouTube TV allows it, because I do it on my laptop using Chrome. So yeah, I'm actually surprised it works,
Now it may be different on a computer. If I hadn't tried AMC Plus on watching it on my computer, it might do it on that.
And I just have AMC Plus through YouTube TV. So
yeah,
that's how I'm doing it. Well, cool, man. Let's pull up our sponsors real quick. So thanks to the Walking Dead tours and events, that's Walking Dead Harrison, Auto Wraps tours or Auto Wraps.
Hey,
I was reading Water Tower tours, Abraham's Army, the camp. Don't remember, it's already October, so at the end of the month we have the camp. Survive the Night. And if you'd like to order our shirts, they're at funnyshirts.org/s/the Dead Truth and the Woodbury Shop. And a special shout out to our Patreon members.
yeah.
Thank y'all so much for supporting us. It helps us pay for the site that we use to broadcast all this at StreamYard. So, and Carol and Melissa, they joined us pre-show today. So that's definitely one of the perks, is to be able to hang out and just kind of talk and chit chat. And as you all saw last week, we just decided to do a show and had our Patreon members on with us. So we try to mix it up. And thank you all for your support. And if you're not a Patreon supporter, hey, that's okay. We appreciate the views, and just like Steven said, we appreciate y'all just listening to us chit chat.
That's right.
All right, guys. Well, hope y'all have a good week, and we will see y'all next weekend.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank y'all.